Hey yo! Welcome to the wonderful world of Dawn Does Keto. Now, I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a terrible cook. But I'm currently studying under the YouTube sensation, The Hungry Heath. I have no other qualifications. I hate to cook. The only thing I hate more than cooking is dishes, laundry, vacuuming, just about any other household chore. So let's get to cooking. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn and this is Dawn Does Keto. My channel is all about my personal journey and my accountability on the ketogenic diet. As you can tell by the thumbnail today, we are making a recipe. And I've told you guys over and over that I don't cook, I don't like to cook, but Heath and Shelly, and as you can tell by that intro, this is all a tribute to them, made a recipe for a skillet chicken cordon bleu when they were still staying in a hotel. They were living in a hotel because of weather damage at their house for about 4 months, and in that hotel they had 2 burners. That was it. They had no oven or anything else. So I'm thinking, if Heath and Shelly can do it living in a hotel, then maybe I can do it here at home. So we're gonna get started and I'll tell you what you need to make this recipe. Okay, obviously you're going to need chicken, and I am using chicken breast. It's a little bit different than what Heath and Shelly were using. They were using chicken thighs, I believe, in their video. This morning I got up, I already had the chicken thawed out, and I went ahead and chunked it up just to kind of like save some time. I am going to be making a few modifications to this recipe, just things I know that Mike and I will probably like a little bit more, but other than that, it's true to their recipe. We have some shredded, you can't see because the lighting is terrible. It's also 5 o'clock and pitch dark outside because we live in Northeast Ohio and it's awful. But we have some shredded Swiss cheese. Now Shelly said in her video that she shreds the Swiss cheese just because it's cleaner and it's cheaper. But you guys, I would have bought it already shredded up because I'm lazy, but they did not have any. So Mike has already pre-shredded this for me. We have ham, we have eggs, we have heavy whipping cream, pork panko, our spices, bacon grease, and I think that's about it. Let me tell you guys real quick though, I got ripped off on these pork panko pork rinds. Now they are clean, it's just pork rinds and salt, but this 12-ounce container on Amazon ended up costing me somewhere between $12 and $14, and they have the exact same one at Walmart for $8. So, you know, if you have a Walmart in your area, you can get this for about $8. Okay guys, so I have in this jar some bacon grease from the last time Mike and I made bacon, and we have never saved bacon grease before. It's not been a thing for us, but watching other YouTubers, we found that this will save us money on butter because butter prices have skyrocketed and we use a lot of butter to cook in. So now instead of butter, we are actually using this bacon grease. So that's what that is. And I got my heat on kind of a low medium right now. Okay, so I'm just going to crack a couple eggs, and this is going to be the wash that we're going to dip our chicken in before we dip it in the breading. Ah. See, Dawn's making a mess. Dawn is terrible at this.
Behind the scenes of America's top chef.
Okay guys, so I put my pork panko in this bowl, and I am actually going to add some spices and seasonings right to the pork panko just so that our breading on our chicken has a little bit of flavor rather than just being plain. I have this salt-free roasted garlic and bell pepper seasoning. I don't care that it's salt-free, but it is very clean ingredients, so I'm going to add some of that. I'm going to add some pepper, some salt, and some Italian seasonings, which we need more because this is about gone. We used this for our pizza chaffles that we made last night. First time I ever made a chaffle, I was pretty proud of us. Mike and I did it together. So I got the seasonings all mixed into my pork panko. Now the fun part, we dip the chicken into the egg wash, and I'm gonna do several of these at once. I'm not gonna do them one at a time. I drop a bunch of these in. Get them into the egg wash, and then I'll drop them into the pork panko. Now we have a very small pan. We don't have a big like cast iron. So Mike has the oven warming up and we put a pan in there that we can, because we're gonna have to cook this in batches. So that way we can put them into that pan to keep them warm in the oven in between making batches. I'm also gonna link the video. This is Heath and Shelly's. This is actually Shelly's recipe that she came up with. I'm gonna link it in the cards above. So look up there in the right hand corner if you want to go and watch the original video. So after I kind of get them coated, we're gonna just start putting them down into the bacon grease. I did not measure out the panko crumbs. I just dumped a bunch in the bowl, so I don't know if we're going to need more. We may need more eggs, too, to do all this chicken. This was only 2 chicken breasts, guys. Like, they were humongous. We got them at Aldi. If you watched our Aldi video that we just recently put out.
Was that Aldi or Aldi?
No, it was Aldi. Smart Alec. The chicken breasts were ginormous, so I just cut 2 chicken breasts up, but it made a ton. So I don't want these to cook too fast because I can't work that quickly, guys. I can't work under these kind of conditions. All the pressure.
I wonder if you can do this shake and bake style.
You probably could. Like put it all in a baggie and just like...
size baggie. Not even all of it, but like much more than you're doing right now.
Yeah. So that looks like that's what we're going to get in one pan, which isn't very much, but we'll go ahead and get these cooked up and I'll show them to you when they're all done. Okay guys, you can see that these are really cooking up because the chicken is turning white. Snap crackle on top, holy moly. Turn down the heat a little bit because that grease is popping everywhere. But those look delicious, don't they? Just going to do a quick flip. And definitely this chicken's getting pretty close to being done because it's white and you can just tell by the texture and the feel of it. So we're going to give it like just a few minutes on the other side and then we're going to put it in the casserole dish to keep it warm.
Okay, so these are done cooking in the pan, so we are now going to transport them into the oven. Our preheated oven with our preheated casserole dish to keep our pre-cooked chicken nice and toasty warm so that it doesn't get cold before we get ready to eat.
We're basically just going to keep doing this until we're out of chicken or pork panko, whichever comes first. Okay guys, as you can see, when Shelly did her video, she mixed the ham and the chicken together in the pan. My pan is very small. Again, we don't cook very often, so we don't have a lot of really great cookware. And so there's no way I could have put this ham in with the chicken. So I'm just putting it into the pan now that all of our chicken is done. And I'm going to warm it up and kind of get all that little residual like crispy chicken bits and the bacon fat and everything just kind of mixed in with it, and we're just basically warming this up. It's already cooked, so this shouldn't take too long. She also cooked her sauce while she was cooking, and I can't multitask like that. So as soon as I get this ham done, I am going to start the sauce. So we'll start that in just a couple minutes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start the sauce. So I'm using half a stick of butter. I am doubling the sauce because Mike and I like a lot of cheese. So watching Shelly's video, she just kind of drizzled the sauce on top, which is fine. But I just know we're going to need more. On top of the fact, guys, I made a crap ton of chicken. Like, it took forever to cook all that chicken up because I cut up way more than I thought I did. I don't know how much was there. It was a lot. So I'm melting the butter, and then I'm going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. We're just going to let that simmer and let the butter melt and let that get hot. I'm going to also add a little bit of salt to this. Now, Shelly added some other spices, but because I put my spice in the actual panko batter, I'm just adding a little bit of salt to this, and I'm not really adding anything else. We'll let this cook up and get hot, and then we'll be right back with you. Okay, so that is nice and warm. It's starting... Triple breaker.
Yep.
Okay, so the sauce is all heated up. It's starting to bubble. It's getting hot. So I am adding this full brick, 8 ounces of Swiss cheese to the heavy cream and the butter. And then we're just going to mix until that melts, and then that'll be our sauce. Okay guys, so here we have some of our chicken and some of our ham. I did not put it all in here because it made a ton, but I'm just going to show you real quick how we're going to drizzle this sauce on top, this Swiss cheese sauce. You don't want to put too much because, as Shelly said in her video, you still want that crispiness from the chicken. But we like a lot of cheese, so we're going to sit down and have a meal with you here in just a few minutes. So guys, these are our final plates, and we just have a side of green beans with them. Green beans aren't my favorite, but it was something quick and easy to make. And so we're going to try this for you. Okay, ready? I'm going to get a piece of ham and a piece of chicken. You got to get the full experience. Ready? You like it?
Fantastic. Even better than shake and bake.
So, I'm not gonna lie, it's delicious, but it was a lot of work. Which is the whole reason I don't like to cook. Now granted, I made way more than we need, but
yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about.
And now after we eat, we have a sink full of dishes we have to wash. Like, it's so much, guys.
Revert back to the beginning of the video, the list of things that Dawn likes less than cooking.
Yeah.
Doing dishes, and that goes double for me because we both dislike it.
Yeah, usually you have one person in family who likes to cook. Neither one of us like to cook. So, guys, my camera battery is going to die here soon, so real quick before we get to eating.
You still got to do your struggles and successes, though, don't you? No?
This isn't a weekly weigh-in video.
Oh.
It's an extra one.
This needs to go back in the oven for a minute so it can warm up.
Well, just stick it in the microwave.
The oven's still on.
No, I turned it off. Our food got cold while we were setting all the camera equipment up and everything. And trying to find the other battery. We have no idea where it's at. So in the midst of all that, our food got cold. It's still really good, even being cold.
Much better.
It's very flavorful though.
It's good.
The chicken is really good. I'm surprised you didn't put more cheese on yours. Drizzle some on here too. Don't use it all though. We still have more chicken and ham in there. I don't need a ton more, but that's good. Now you can sit down and enjoy. You guys can see how much faster I eat than Mike. There's my plate so far. And there's his plate. So our camera died, but something I wanted to kind of talk about today. So I was kind of OMADing. No, I didn't OMAD today. I actually had a yogurt with some granola this morning and I forgot. Because I was so hungry by the time this food was done. What about you?
Well, it's near midnight.
It's not midnight.
All right, but it feels like it.
It's
because
late.
It gets dark at like 5.
True.
We try not to eat past like 6 if we can help it. Tonight it was after 8 by the time we got this done, so we were both starving. I mean, all I had to eat today was some pistachios. I had a fat bomb, and I had some very healthy keto flexible mashed potatoes that were left over from Zach, Mary and Zach.
When did you have those?
I took them to work.
Oh, like I know you didn't eat them here.
No, there was a little bit left, and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I took them to work because I figured I probably wouldn't eat anything else. And I forgot about you making this tonight, so.
I, for one, was starving to death.
Well, I was hungry. Don't get me, that didn't make me not hungry.
My plate is clean. His is not.
I savor.
I vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only kind of vacuuming I like, is vacuuming in my food.
Dawn and our son are like 2 peas in a pod when it comes to eating. They both can devour food in like record time. I, on the other hand,
It's not lying.
like to take my time and enjoy it.
I have to go get more. Okay guys, so I just wanted to wrap up the video with some final thoughts.
No, not that kind of rap?
No, stop.
Oh, sorry.
First off, dinner was delicious.
Fantastic.
But it is now 10 p.m. and we just sat down. Now, Mike did have to go help his dad, and I stayed home to clean up the kitchen. We have an old house. It was built in 1920, and my stove isn't just something that's easy to clean. It has to almost be taken apart. It's an old, like, gas stove.
Oh, it's easy 50 years old.
Yeah,
easy.
And cooking that chicken, I mean, it splattered everywhere. It was really good, but what I'm thinking is, in the future, I thought the chicken part was delicious. That was actually my favorite part, was just the chicken. And so I think in the future, what I would like to do is make like chicken strips or chicken tenders and use that same process, but maybe just throw them on the Blackstone. Like, you know, batter them in the pork rinds with all the seasonings and everything, and then just cook them on the Blackstone.
That sounds like it would be pretty good.
Yeah,
actually.
to keep from, you know, really messing up the kitchen so much. The other thing is, it made a ton. I am so full. We both like ate till we were completely stuffed.
Yeah.
We now have dinner for tomorrow, so I won't have to cook. So that's a bonus. No cooking tomorrow. The only other thing I was thinking about while you were gone was we made creamies for dinner tonight. And
I was just thinking that when I came in the door. I'm like,
you?
She made those creamies, but it's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm full.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't even want to, I would only be able to take a couple bites of it.
It's not
even worth making it to, like, take a couple bites. So we didn't get to eat our creamies tonight, but maybe we'll get to do that tomorrow. So my other thought is the next time we do make them, because it is a bit of a process. For me, I think it's a process, but that's just me.
Yeah, we're not, as we said, we don't cook, and this is why we don't cook, because we don't like spending an hour in the kitchen doing, I mean, we got better things to do, like sit on the couch and...
We didn't get to sit down today.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. The next time we make them, we will plan better, and we will do it like on a Saturday or Sunday, where we can start earlier, and not on a work day where we're not even getting to start until, what time did we start? 6?
I have no idea. Whenever you got home.
Yeah, it was probably close to 6 o'clock when we started, and now it's 10, and we're just now sitting down. So,
and that's start to finish. That's getting everything out, prepping, cooking, eating, and clean up.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. But that's,
well, I mean, you had to go help your dad, so
right.
that
but you cleaned up while I was gone, and I mean, thank goodness,
you had to do the garbage and everything. So, just our final thoughts. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell us what you think. Do you guys like to cook? Is it just me? Am I the only one that hates it? And turn on the bell notifications. That way, next time we upload a video, you'll be alerted.
You know, what's funny too is, we come from a generation of families in general that cooked. Like we didn't have all this.
You didn't have all the fast food and restaurants like we do now.
Yeah, and microwaves. I mean, they were there, but you didn't use them to cook.
My hand's shaking, guys. Sorry,
because
I'm just holding this up.
And yet here we are. We've taught our children that cooking sucks.
Yeah, my daughter's at Chick-fil-A right now. They came home after youth group and they headed right to Chick-fil-A for dinner.
They don't like to cook either. And
we haven't really been a very good example.
Not when it comes to that. No, not kitchen anything. We hate it. And
I eat healthier now, but I still don't like preparing the food.
No.
I would
for the most part
much rather go out.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, have a great night, and I look forward to seeing you all on Tuesday for my regular video and my weigh-in and my struggles and successes. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. Good night.